On this, we are going to talk about dreams, right? The power of dreams. When I think about what we honor today, the person that we honor today, Mr. Martin Luther King, what an incredible leader he was. What an incredible visionary he was. He led a movement of civil rights, right? And when I think about our founders, they possess some of the same characteristics of Mr. King. They are both they have so much integrity. They run this company with the higher standards of integrity. They have a love for people and uplifting people and uplifting our community and making a difference in our community. They want to make impact. These are all, characteristics and qualities that we celebrate on this ML King holiday. I want to talk about, though, the power of your dream. When I think about the word dream, I was thinking about what would be a great acronym for dream, right? And so I want you to think about this when you think about your dreams. First of all, I want you to dream big, bold, colorful dreams, dreams that some people would think are impossible dreams. Dream big, because what we know is that if the mind can first conceive it, and then believe it, then you can achieve it, right? And so I want you to know what you need to focus on after you figure out what your dreams are, after you figure out why you're here, what success looks like, what you want to accomplish, what impact you want to make. When you put all of that into your mind and you close your eyes and you think about it, this is what I want you to know about your dream. With a dream, you have to be, the D stands for determined. You have to be very, very determined. You have to be consistent and persistent. You have to have the determination of a lion, right? You cannot let anything get in the way of your dreams, right? I don't care if every person you talk to tells you no. I don't care if every person in your team quits. I don't care if you have to start from scratch all over again 100 times to find the superstars that are going to run with you, the 3 superstars that are going to run with you all the way to diamond. You have to be determined, right? And in being determined, you got to be consistent. I think Danilo said it yesterday. Consistent means you're going to be consistent, not for a week, not for a month, not for a year, but for 18 months. We tell you to commit to us, to run hard with us, to look up in 18 months and make a real evaluation of whether or not this vehicle is getting you to your goals and dreams, right? So you got to be consistent for the long haul. So oftentimes people jump in, they get excited and they run hard, but then, a couple months later, they get distracted. So with a dream, you got to be very consistent and you got to be able to push through and be persistent. That's what determination means, right? You're persistent. You take all the no's, you take the ups and downs, you take all the curveballs life throws your way, but you stay committed and focused and determined on your dreams. The R stands for resilient, right? We all know that every time you are going in pursuit of your dreams, every time you're stepping into your greatness, the enemy gets busy. How many of you can admit that right when you were getting ready to go hard, some life curveball got thrown your way? Some distraction came, somebody died, somebody got sick, somebody lost their job, somebody, life is going to throw you curveballs. And usually those curveballs come right when you're getting ready to step into your next season of elevation. So when you're going in pursuit of your dreams, you got to be resilient. You can't let anything take you out. You got to be laser beam focused, right? So you got to be able to bounce back. Everybody type in the chat, bounce back. Going in pursuit of your dreams is going to be very dependent on your ability to bounce back when you get a curveball. Les Brown said it best. It's not a matter of whether or not life knocks you down sometimes, because we all get knocked down. But if you can look up, you can get up. And that's what you have to know about this business. You know, we're going to get some curveballs. We're going to get some things that try to get us off course. But because this is bigger than us, because this is about making impact, we got to just keep pushing and be resilient. The A stands for achievable. A lot of people are afraid to dream big, bold, colorful dreams, you know, the unimaginable dreams, right? But you got to be willing to do it. And I don't mean just think like it might happen. You got to think and know that it's going to happen. You got to think and know that you're going to be able to live in your dream house and drive your dream car and have your dream bank account and be able to do philanthropy the way you want to do philanthropy, and just dream the impossible dreams. Did you do your dream board this year? Are you looking at it every day? Are you affirming the things that you see on your dream board every single day? Your dreams are achievable. But again, first you have to conceive it, believe it, and then you're going to achieve it. All right? The I skipped over a letter. E. E stands for excited. Are you excited? Are you excited, Deborah? Are you excited, Audrey? Are you excited, Sandra? Right? Here's what I want you guys to know. Long before a person buys a company or a product of a company, they are buying you. So if you don't show up every day excited and jacked out your mind, or as my sister and good friend Sarah says, super jacked, if you're not excited about what you're doing, then people are not going to follow you. People feed off of your excitement and your enthusiasm and your energy. How many of you know you can transfer energy? And that can be positive energy or that can be negative energy, right? You got to be so excited and so enthusiastic about what we're doing. I mean, come on, guys. We are impacting 1 billion lives. We are living healthy. We are hearing these testimonials every single day about what these products are doing and the impact these products are making on people. So how could you not be excited? How could you not be excited to be around such dynamic leaders like Bass Grant and Gary McSwain and Angela Cruikshank and so many, Tari DaCosta, right? You get to glean from these individuals. You get to learn from these individuals. And I want you to know this. You are the sum total of the 5 people that you spend the most time with. Write that down. You are the sum total of the 5 people that you're spending the most time with. So I want you to think about who's getting your time, who's getting your attention, who's getting your ear gate, right? Because I can promise you, when you think about who you are surrounding yourself with, their energy is part of who you are today. So if you're around positive people that are uplifting you, that are nurturing you, that are encouraging you to go in pursuit of your dreams, then you are moving in the right direction. But if you think about the 5 people that you're spending a lot of time with, if they are negative, if they are what we call dream stealers, they're trying to discourage you, they're trying to take from you instead of give to you and uplift you, then you got to start shifting your circle a little bit in 2024 so that you're not the most successful person in your group. You're not the most positive person in your group, because if you are the one that is the most positive, the most, goal-oriented, the one who's always pouring into other people, eventually your tank is going to run empty if nobody is speaking life and pouring into you. So in 2024, I want you to really challenge yourself to surround yourself with great people, high energy people, excited people who are going to absolutely help you go to that next level. So we already talked about what the A is, which was achievable, right? And lastly, the M stands for motivated. You got to be motivated, guys. You got to be motivated. We cannot give you motivation. Motivation comes from within. We can give you inspiration every day on this Feel Alive call, but you got to make a decision today that it's your season. It's your time. You are moving and you are elevating. That motivation to do those things, to get up every day, to get on these calls, to get on the corporate calls for the vision calls every single day, to get on the training calls, the mastery calls on Sunday, that motivation has to come from you. We are not in the business of convincing people, because if you got to convince somebody to go after their dreams, convince somebody to come to the Alive convention, convince somebody to get on the calls, that is what you call a job. And all of us are here to be job free, right? To live life on our own terms, to be our own boss. And so I don't know about you, but I'm not dragging anybody across the finish line. I'm running with people who want to run, right? I'm running with people who are motivated. And so as we look and we reflect today and celebrate, the birthday of an incredible man, Mr. Martin Luther King, I want you to think about how he made a difference in this world. And I want you to think about how you are going to make a difference in this world. What will your legacy be? When they are doing your eulogy, what will they say about you? What difference will you have made in this world? What impact will you have made in this world? And I'm so grateful and I'm so thankful for the visionaries in this company, for their leadership, for their vision, for their integrity, and for just giving us a vehicle like Envision You to absolutely be able to go after our goals and dreams and absolutely be able to make impact. So I hope in some way that these words this morning have been impactful to you. I hope that they have you really thinking about your dreams. Hope that every day you're affirming. I want everybody, if you can right now, I'm going to see if I can get everybody to unmute themselves. I want to do some affirmations. Let's see. How can I do that? How can I give everybody the ability to unmute? Okay, I think, what do I have to do here to give everybody the ability to unmute? Well, let me just let the people who I've made panelists unmute yourself right now. Because you're a panelist, I think you can go ahead and unmute, right? I want you guys, and if you can and you're a participant, try to unmute yourself. I see Joy was able to unmute herself. All right, I want you guys to say it with me. Say it loud. Say it like you believe it. This morning, say, I am alive.
I am alive.
I am unstoppable.
I am unstoppable.
I am the best of the best.
I am the best of the best.
I am going to make impact.
I am going to make impact.
I am going for my dreams.
I am going for my dreams.
I am living bold.
I am living bold.
I am alive.
I am alive.
These words have so much power. Every morning, you guys, speak and affirm your greatness. Speak and affirm the things that you want out of this life. Wake up every day and speak those words, because they're powerful and what the mind can conceive and believe. See, when it gets to your subconscious, you cannot stop the success. When you start believing in your heart of hearts and in your subconscious mind, it's going to manifest itself. So I'm super excited this morning. And now what we're going to do is we are going to switch gears and we're going to hear some testimonials today. And so the first person that I want to bring on to give some testimonials and speak today, her name is Pat Burke. So let me just promote Pat so we can see her and hear her today. Pat, are you there? There you go. Hello, Pat. Good morning. How are you doing? You just got to unmute yourself. We see you now. Now we just got to hear you. I feel like the Verizon commercial. Can you hear me now? Pat, go ahead. Maybe she's still trying to figure out how to unmute there. All right. Talk. You are able to unmute yourself, Pat, and you can talk. So I'll be looking to see when you get There you go, Pat. Go ahead. Good morning.
Good morning.
How are you?
Fantastic.
Well, what do you have to say today? What is your testimonial today?
I am on fire, unstoppable. I am taking it to the top. And those who want to go with me, we are going.
Awesome. Have you been using these incredible products?
Absolutely. Every one of them.
And what is your favorite? And which one do you have a testimonial about today?
I love them all. I love them all. They are so delicious. Amen. I start in the morning with the energy, the forever young, the Be Fit, the
You
Vision.
use them all, right?
And yes, I haven't used the Calm yet, but everything I've used so far is really rocking my life.
Amazing. So, what have you noticed since you've been taking the Forever Young product? What difference do
Oh,
you feel?
the glowing on my skin, my nails are growing. My skin looks absolutely wonderful to me. I definitely enjoy it, and they all taste very, very delicious.
Yes, they absolutely do. That is the true statement there. A lot of times when you take vitamins or healthy things that come from the earth, they don't always have the best taste, but these products really, really do taste great. So, well,
Yes, they do.
thank you so much for sharing. We really, really appreciate that. Now, I'm going to allow another person who we rarely uh get to hear from. I hope she'll say a few words. We have her as a panelist, and that is none other than our visionary sister, Ariana. Ariana, are you there? We'd love to hear your testimonial this morning. I know she wasn't expecting that, but we'll see if she can unmute. There you go. Good morning, beautiful. How are you? We see you and we can hear you. How are you? Well, we can't see you, but we see your picture and we can hear you. Go ahead. You're live. Ariane? Okay, maybe not. All right. Well, let's hear from Carol Sims. She is also wait, let's see. No, I'm sorry. There we go. Trying to get some of our panelists this morning. Sandra, you have such a powerful testimonial. Will you share this morning your testimonial with the products? Wait, you just have to unmute. There you go.
Sure, I can do that. Oh, hold on, because we're both listening at the same time here. John's gonna turn it down.
Okay.
Sorry. Okay, yeah, I'll just try to quickly summarize everything. So, in 2017, I started getting quite sick. In 2019, I was no longer able to work my job. I was a full-time house cleaner. Sorry, I just a little nervous here. I wasn't expecting to be on. And then in 2020, I sent my blood work away to Germany, and it was determined that I have chronic Lyme disease. That's not really recognized in the medical system here in Canada. So I didn't really get a lot of support going forward with that. And I guess basically they kind of treat you like you're a crazy person. And so what ended up happening was in March of 2021, I spent 10 days in our local hospital only to come out worse for the wear because they treated me very poorly. Like one doctor actually wrote in my file that I have a personality disorder and I was treated like a drug seeker. At this point, I was 85 pounds, living off of liquids. I could not eat solid food. I could not walk. I was in a wheelchair. My fiance, John, had to carry me from the bedroom to the bathroom. basically near death, really. At that point, just unbelievable, unmanaged pain and over 100 symptoms. So we ended up actually having to move to Victoria, BC. I had to make the hardest decision of my life, which was to leave my 4 kids behind. But it was leave them behind temporarily, or I didn't know if I was going to make it, truly. So that's what we did. We packed up literally and sold most of our stuff because we moved out in a very small trailer. Um, and we went out to BC, and there was a naturopath out there that did help me quite a bit. However, we were only able to stay out there for 4 months. And in all honesty, we weren't able to do anything about attacking the Lyme disease, because when I got there, she said, like, your nervous system is just so shot. We have to get, you know, so many things under control, like your pain, your digestion, your sleep. Sleep was a big one. I was only sleeping, you know, 2 to maybe 4 hours of sleep a night, and that was not consecutive sleep. I was also thrown into us during this, which was something we just kind of had to completely ignore and back burner because we had so many other things to deal with. But suffice it to say, because of that, I was dealing with severe hot flashes. I would actually sweat through anywhere from a half a dozen to a dozen pairs of pajamas a night. I used to just line them up on the bedroom floor so that I could get up, do as quick a change as possible, jump back into bed, because I was trying to capitalize on as much sleep as possible. So because we were only able to stay there 4 months, I didn't really get that much help. I did get to a point where I was strong enough to walk on my own. I kind of made it my mission because John drove our stuff home to Alberta and I had to fly alone, that I did not want to be in a wheelchair being pushed through the airport by some stranger. I did make it my mission to be able to walk, but I was still dealing with a lot of pain. I was definitely not sleeping. You know, my sleep had improved a little bit, but it was still not the quality that I'm getting now. So fast forward to last fall, I started on these products, and at the time we just had the body balance. Between the dreaming and getting proper sleep, like as an example, the night before I took the dreaming, I'd been on kind of a sleep cycle of waking up at 3:30 in the morning, and that was just where my day started. And winters are typically the worst for me. So I was kind of like really getting concerned that I was going to have a really rough winter again. And when I first took the dreaming, I slept till 7 or 8 in the morning. The first night, I couldn't believe it. I didn't know if it would be something that would continue for me or if that was just going to be like, you know, a fluke thing. But it's been consistent, amazing sleep. I knew how the sleep deprivation was affecting me physically. I did not know how getting sleep could so positively affect me. We kind of thought that I had just plateaued and my quality of life was going to be what it was and no better. I only just turned 50 this year, so that was quite depressing to think that I wasn't going to have much quality of life going forward. So to be able to be so much more participatory in life, you know, to do things like I did get back to the gym. We haven't been going for a while now, but I've been doing a lot of other things that are way more active, like getting out for walks with the dog and things that like I could not do before. And I certainly couldn't do them without dealing with what I call like residual pain, which is just like pain for days after the fact. And I don't have that anymore. I don't deal with the hot flashes and the night sweats. I also, during my 10 days in hospital, acquired high blood pressure, which was fun. It took me a year to get that under control medically because it was so erratic. And then I spent another year trying to get it under control more naturally, to no avail, however, until the Alive juice. And I'll just throw in, these are no medical claims, just my personal experience. But yeah, after about 3 weeks on the Alive, my blood pressure completely normalized. And I can't tell you how happy I am to be rid of that pill because it was literally a reminder of the trauma that I experienced at the hospital for those 10 days. So to just be rid of that high blood pressure, I got rid of a mood medication that my naturopath had put me on when we first moved out to Victoria because, I mean, it probably goes without saying with how I describe my story that I was also extremely suicidal at that time. So the Alive, I can't say enough about it. It literally all these products have saved my life. I'm so incredibly grateful to our founders. I'm so incredibly grateful to my cousin Sarah. And of course John, he's here. John also, because without him by my side, I definitely would not be here. So thank you so much for asking me to share today, Lisa, and I really thank you for these morning calls.
Oh, well, we are so honored to have you in our family and in our circle. And we thank you so much for sharing that testimony. Those are some powerful, powerful words that you share, to think what these products have done for you in the state you were in before using these products, guys. These testimonials, as you can see, are heartfelt. You know, these are testimonials that people are confessing that these products have changed their life. As you heard Sandra say, they saved her life because of how wonderful they made her feel. And you know, the word, there's power in words, and the name that they gave that juice is so perfect. So I had one other person tell me that they wanted to give a testimonial this morning. So I'm going to do that because we don't have a lot of corporate updates today. So I am going to allow Miss Carol Sims to unmute herself and to give her testimonial this morning. Go ahead, Carol. Hello, how are you?
Good morning, Lisa, and good morning to everyone on the live call this morning. First of all, I got hit by a car over 30 years ago. I was in my 20s. And the only thing that got broken was my nose, and my two front teeth got knocked out. And when I got to the emergency room, the dentist came into the waiting room and he washed out my mouth and he stuck my teeth back in the gums because they were hanging by the skin. I guess from the nerve, I guess they were hanging. He stuck them, just pushed them back up into my gum. And I still have those teeth. But I suffer from, I guess you could call it chronic arthritis, most of my life. And the doctor told me, he said, just stay active, exercise. And that's what I did for a lot of years. But, sometimes the older you get, the less you do. But now I'm starting to get back into exercise. But this juice, it used to take me up to 10 minutes to get out of bed. Because, once I lay down, I'm sorry, I'm just getting all emotional. Once I lay down, once I wake up in the morning, it, takes me about 10 minutes to get deal with the pain and moving. And now, since I've been drinking the juice, I just lift up my feet in the air and roll out of bed. Like I was in my 30s or 40s, and another thing, I've always had a problem with my stomach. I had an ulcer. Since I've been drinking the juice, when I first started drinking the juice, it felt like it was going to upset my ulcer, but then it never did. So now I haven't had a problem with that. It's like it's healing my stomach. It's healing my insides. What else? I sleep very good. The dreaming, I don't take the dreaming to sleep because I sleep really good. I think the juice is helping me sleep good. I only use the dreaming on flights because I don't like flying. I'm scared to death of flying, but when I have to go to a convention, I'm going to get on that plane regardless of what's going on with with my brain, And I take about 4 squigs of that dreaming, and it puts me in this mode, and I forget that I'm on a plane. I don't go to sleep. I'm just in this relaxed mode, like maybe I've taken some helium gas or something. I become very relaxed. The Forever Young, I'm taking the Forever Young now for more than 30 days. I see a difference in my skin. My hair is growing, my nails are growing. What else am I taking? That's it. I mean, the Empowered, I take that when I need it. And I haven't tried the Vision yet, but the Forever Young, I like how it makes me feel, because the Forever Young does more than just your skin and nails and hair. It helps your insides as well. That stuff is really good. I took that product in another form years ago, and it saved me. I had a stroke, and it brought my body back. That's what. Yeah.
Yeah.
Thank you.
You're so welcome, and thank you for sharing. You're like You're like Pat this morning. You are a product of all the products, and you could go on about
Yes.
how these products are making a difference. But thank you so much for
Mhm.
sharing. Forever Young is my favorite product too. I used to get on, every time we would have to do these calls, I would like be rushing and feeling like, oh my God, I got to go put on my face and just get ready to be on these calls. But once I started taking that Forever Young, I could feel my skin glowing. I felt like
Yes.
I was feeling younger, looking younger. And as you guys see this morning, I wake up every morning excited, all natural because of Forever Young. And it also helped tremendously with my inflammation in the body. I don't have as much aches and pains in my knees and so forth. So we, as you all hear, have just these amazing products and so many testimonials. I'm sure there are so many people who we haven't heard from that one day we will hear from, so that we can hear what these products are doing for them as well. So we don't have a ton of corporate updates today, but what I will just do is just remind you guys of our just one second, let me just move some of these blocks over so I can put this on present mode. Okay. We have, as you know, our Monday call. It is happening there, even though it is ML King Day and for some it's a holiday. It is a day for all of us to absolutely explode our business and to use the vehicle of Envision You to go after our goals and dreams. So we have none other than Mr. Gary McSwain, who will be doing our vision calls today. Challenge yourself today to get as many people on the call as you possibly can. How many guests can you get on this call? I think the perfect conversation is, I have a dream, right? What great words to say to people. Do you have a dream? What are your dreams? What are your goals and dreams? And when they start sharing with you, say, you know what? I think I have a vehicle that I'd like to bless you with, because I think it can help you get to some of those goals and dreams, and invite them to get on the calls. Use this day to absolutely go in pursuit of your dreams. And definitely, we are so getting closer and closer and closer to the Alive convention. And we can't talk about everything that's going to happen, but in some of the diamond conversations, this is going to be one national you do not want to miss. You want to be there VIP, because the announcements, the products, the training, and there's going to be some special announcements. So this is definitely one convention you want to make sure you are attending, and make sure you drop the graphic on your social media pages that you are attending the Alive convention. It is going to be the best event of the year. So make sure you're there, and we can't wait to see you in Atlanta for that event. Well, that's it for today. I hope you guys got some inspiration this morning. I want to thank all of our guests, Pat, Sandra, Carol, who gave amazing testimonials today. And I want to just encourage you guys, go in pursuit of your dreams. Be unstoppable. Be relentless, be determined, be excited. Know that your dreams are achievable, and be motivated to get to the very top, right? Go to your next level. You are in a season of elevation, and we're all believing it for you. We're here. We love you, and this is a family, and we're all speaking life into each and every one of our goals and dreams. All right. So God bless everybody. We'll see you at the same time tomorrow, and we have a very special guest, Mr. Bryce Thompson. If you've never heard from Bryce, you definitely want to be on the call. He is in his, I think he was a millionaire before he was 30. He led a huge movement with young millennials while he was in college. And so when I tell you this young man has wisdom beyond his years, you are in for a treat. So we will see you tomorrow, same time, on the Feel Alive morning call. All right. God bless everybody.
Let's make this moment last forever. So tell me what you're waiting for. I'm gonna keep it frozen here forever. There's no regretting anymore. It's worth the wait, even so far away. I'm not mine until now. Lights a break when you're hanging nothing. You know, like when you're